put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Giants nothing. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Here we go, here we go. Go!
From the gun, Jones. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, Giants. And Ingram, 66 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catch, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good enough for 2nd in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to throw to the tight end. They hope Ebron is the guy.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, a give to Connor. And some room to maneuver. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Right back to Connor here on first. Oh, he sheds himself free. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll run here with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So here's a first and 10 at the 38-yard line. On the draw, this is Barkley. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
On the play. Brings up second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
First down.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
It's now second and 6.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 32. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
Saquon Barkley.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Second and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
It's Barkley on the counter. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
Third and 6.
From the gun, Jones. His pass caught at the 4.
And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Undercrunch.
On the run, it's Penny. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the back. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Now Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
51's Mike. Mike 51. Right here, right here. Go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Peek in, peek in. Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let go.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Minkah Fitzpatrick, thinking back to last year, had a pick six for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Giants 14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do in play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 5 yards on first down, and now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Tate. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they're decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Back at the 29-yard line.
Jones off the play fake. And Tate's got it. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
It's a game.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach His offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Now Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
43-yard line.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
14.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete left side to Shepard. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Shepard. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. Jones now on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Jones. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the...
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Looking deep here for Ebron. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? With the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. And now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Williamson. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 51. I'm trying to collect. Mike 51.
From the gun, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Golden Tate, 41 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6.
But I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Watch the curve.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. McFarland running out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Giants' 4-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Logan Ryan on the tackle.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously have a flight to catch tomorrow.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Caught right side, Tate. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
A 7-yard loss brings up
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short throw to Ingram, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
This is Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. First down Giants, Jones to Ingram. Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Throwing Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, Barkley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
At the Steelers' 31-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the gun, Jones. Oh, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
First throw in overtime now for Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
For the field goal, a 47-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights.
31.
They were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime, then it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Pittsburgh, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. It was way back then, couldn't know what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get it? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked.
Let me explain what I did. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Party going